and welcome back to my channel. My name is Minnie and I love sharing all things handbags, accessories, bath and body care, and a little extra. If you guys are new here to my channel, please make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button. To all my returning subscribers, welcome back. Alright guys, today is Wednesday and we are going to be doing question of the day, and I just want to say thank you to all of you who did leave your nice comments down below on my IG page or also on my YouTube community page as well too. And I will make sure to go ahead and share your comments towards the end of this video. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you guys see me glancing down every now and again, it's because I am reading off of my notes. So let's go ahead and jump in to this video. So I have about 7 to 8 different techniques, but let me go ahead and give you what the question of the day is. So do you have a technique when it comes to purchasing a new handbag? Once again, do you have a technique when it comes to purchasing a new handbag? Now y'all, I have at least 7 to 8 techniques that I go through before I actually purchase a handbag. So I'm going to share those techniques with you first, and then I'll go into detail about each technique. So the first one is sale, price range, style, material, size, color, functionality, and the last one is really not a deal breaker, but I do look for it, which is feet on the bottom of the bag, right? Feet and mostly like the shape of the bag. Those are like the last two things, and that's why it's not really that big of a deal, but I just wanted to throw it in there anyway. So let's start off with sale, guys. Now I gotta have a good sale going on in order for me to purchase a handbag. Now I'm usually checking for at least 30% off of a bag or more before I even consider getting a bag. And that's because I'm not one for wanting to spend full price if I don't have to. And I'm pretty sure the majority of us on here don't want to pay full price for a bag if we don't have to. So finding a sale is always a plus in my book, okay? Now it is rare that I will purchase a bag that's not on sale, but it definitely has to be a bag that I really want or a rare color that I know is going to sell out fast. Then I'll bite the bullet and purchase the bag. But other than that, I'm not purchasing a bag full price if I don't have to. Now there's very few bags, and I do mean very few, that I will ever spend full price on, whether it goes on sale or not, and that's a Dooney satchel. I'm just saying, I absolutely love Dooney satchels. So for me, even if in my very first satchel, the slate one that I showed you guys in Florentine, now that one I did pay full price for because I absolutely love the bag. It was my first satchel, and I was like, I kept checking back and forth and it really wasn't going on sale, so I just went ahead and got it. Now my second satchel, which is in the pebble green and the spearmint color, that one I did get on sale, y'all, and I'm glad I found it on sale. So like I said, I'm always looking for a sale. I know most of you guys are looking for a sale as well too, and that's usually my biggest thing when it comes to my technique, is it has to be on sale. So now the next thing is price range for me, guys. Now I do have a maxed out price range of what I will spend on a bag, and that is anywhere between $350 to $500, and $500 is truly my maxed out price. Like, I'm not gonna spend more than $500 on a certain bag unless it's a more expensive luxury brand bag, right? But if it's not, and it's like a more contemporary style bag or on the lower end of the luxury spectrum, then I really don't want to spend over $500. So I give myself a price range, and I also give myself a price range too, because if I'm looking for a particular bag and I can't find that bag on any of the brand sites that I'm looking for, it gives me an option to be able to say I can splurge and get more than one bag, especially if those bags are on sale. Now, number three on the list is style, guys, and style is important to me as well too. So when it comes to style, I already have an idea of what I want to get when we're talking about style. And when I say style, I mean things like, is it a hobo bag, a tote bag, a satchel bag, a crossbody bag, things like that. I kind of already want to have an idea of what I'm looking for, and usually I base it off of my last bag that I purchased, right? And that's one of the reasons why I keep record of what I purchased, so I can look through my book and be like, okay, so the last bag I purchased was a tote bag from Dooney and Burke, or the last bag that I purchased was from Coach and it was a Rowan or whatever. And I can go back and say, okay, well, I know I don't need another Rowan right now, but I am interested in a crossbody bag. So I will go on a site and I'm looking for crossbody bags. So having my style already in mind makes it much more easier for me when I go on the website. So I'm not getting distracted and looking for things that I don't actually need, especially if I'm looking for a bag for a function or an outing, or if we're going out of town or something. I definitely like to try to stay focused on what it is that I said I was going in store to look for or on the website to look for. So style, definitely important to me. Now, number four on the list is material, guys. Now, when it comes to material, I look for things like pebble green, soft leather, canvas, nylon, Saffiano, Florentine, things like that is what I'm looking for when I look for material. And the reason I want certain types of leather is because I want things that are going to be able to hold up with the way that I handle my bags, right? I want to be able to have leathers that aren't going to get ruined easily, meaning if I get caught in the rain, would I want to carry my Florentine bag? No, I definitely wouldn't want to carry my Florentine bag. So, but if I have my pebble green, I wouldn't mind if it gets wet up, because it's not going to ruin the actual leather of the bag, right? So I do pay attention to the types of material that I get, and for the most part, it's usually always some kind of leather bag. So a lot of my bags, I tend to gravitate to have some kind of texture leather to it, so that I don't have to worry about it getting messed up, because I am not one to baby all of my bags. That's just not something I do. But I don't toss my bags around either. I'm looking for materials that are going to be able to withstand the way that I treat my bag and my lifestyle. So number five, guys, for me is size. Now, size is important because if you've been watching me from the beginning, you guys know I am a tote gal all the way across the board. I love a large tote bag, right? So normally for me, the size that I'm always looking for is between medium and large. And when I say medium, I want my medium to kind of be teetering over into the large size, because I love a large bag. So I'm always checking for my sizes. I don't really care for really small bags. I know some of you ladies on here love your small bags, and I love watching your videos when you pack them small bags, but I carry the kitchen sink. Therefore, you don't usually see me have a small bag. When I have a small bag, it's rare, and I gotta really like that bag. But if I have a small bag, I want to make sure that that small bag is going to be able to hold the majority of what I like to carry in my larger bags as well too. Now I know I posted a video on my Michael Kors extra small travel jet set crossbody bag, and I absolutely love that bag, and it actually holds everything that I need in it. And I was really surprised by that when I watched it on Mono's Beauty. Hey girl, she packed it well, and that's what made me say, okay, I really want to get this bag, because she was able to fit a lot in that bag. And it just made me realize that I could put all of my essentials in there. I may have to downsize the amount that I put in there, because usually I have multiples of items in my bag. But if I'm able to carry at least one of those items in my bag, then it's a go for me. But if I can't, then it's a no-go, right? So I'm with that particular purchase, I was surprised that it fit everything I needed, but I was also really glad because I absolutely love it. And I loved it so much that I purchased more than one of it. And would I probably purchase another one in the near future? Most definitely. So size is important to me as well too, guys. Next on the list, guys, was color. So I try to base my color off of whatever season we are in, right? So I'll give you guys an example. Like towards the end of last year, 2023 in December, of course we were in winter, and any bags that I purchased, I tried to make sure they were darker colors, like my plum wines, a wine, Bordeaux, things like that. I tried to focus on those color bags for my fall and winter bags. Now I did pick up a few bags that were more spring summer colors because they were on sale. And that's the other thing. If I'm shopping for a bag and I know the color that I'm looking for, but I also see that they may have other colors that probably normally wouldn't be popular during that actual season, but it's a great deal, then yes, I may pick that up. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, what if when spring or summer come, this color isn't available anymore and I missed out on it, and I could have purchased it back in the summer, back in the winter when it actually was on sale. So I will do that sometimes as well too, like I say, if the price is right. So examples of what I mean when I say like winter colors, I'm talking about colors like wine, plum wine, Bordeaux, like a dark cherry color, black, your darker brown colors, even white. Now you guys know I'm not gonna do a white bag, but all white bag, I should say. I'm probably never gonna do. But I'm just giving you examples of what I consider to be fall winter colors, your deep oranges, your darker yellows. Those are what I consider to be fall and winter colors. And then my spring and summer colors are colors like really bright colors, like your really bright yellows and your bright oranges, your lime greens, and your lilac colors, your pastel colors, your neon colors. Colors like that are what I'm talking about when I say spring and summer colors. And then, like I said, for your fall and winter colors, I didn't mention green, but like olive is a really pretty winter color as well too. And those are what I try to stick with when I'm purchasing bags during the seasons. Now, like I say, sometimes I will purchase off-season colors if there's a really good sale. So color is something I kind of already want to have made up in my mind of what I'm going to look for when I'm trying to purchase a new bag. What color do I want to add to my collection? Now, number 7 on the list is functionality, y'all. Now, when we talking about functionality of a bag, I'm looking for a few things. Like, one, how does this bag work into my everyday life, right? Can this bag hold all of my essentials? And y'all, when I tell y'all that one is so important to me, like I need a bag that's going to hold everything that I'm used to carrying, unless I intentionally buy a smaller bag. And I already know, like, okay, if I buy a small crossbody bag, it's because I know I'm going to use this bag when I'm traveling. So I know I'm not going to carry all my normal everyday essentials. So I'm not going to trip on something like that. But when I'm buying a bag that I want to wear like for a week or a couple of weeks, I need it to hold all my essentials. So I'm looking for that. Does it have an inside zip and slip pockets where I can put some of my items that I need to reach really quickly? Does it have that functionality in the bag? Does it have like an outside pocket where I can put my cell phone? Now that's not going to make or break whether or not I purchase a bag, but I would like most of my bags to have that, like an outer zipper pocket or outer slip pocket where I can insert my phone so it's easy access. But if not, that's where the interior slip pockets come in or zipper pockets come in when we're talking about the inside of the bag. So definitely it has to have either or. I don't like middle compartments. I do have like about maybe 3 bags total in my collection that has the middle compartment, and I don't use them. And I don't use them because I don't like middle compartments. That's just me. I'm not knocking nobody who does. You know what you like, and I know what I like. Will it fit on my shoulder? Now that's important too, because I'm 5'4" and about 200 pounds, and I'm going through a weight loss journey. But before that, I was roughly, after I had my first child, I was anywhere between 150 and 160, right? So a big difference in my weight. So most of the time, I didn't have an issue with throwing a bag on my shoulder. But when I got heavier, it did become a problem making sure I can get my bags up on my shoulder. So the shoulder test is a must for me. So I try to make sure I look, if I'm buying online, at the measurements of the bag so that I make sure that it'll be a bag that'll be able to fit on my shoulder, especially if it's not one that comes with a detachable or an adjustable strap, right? And is this a multi-purpose bag? I need a bag that's definitely going to be multi-purpose, a bag that I can wear for work or wear for a date night out or going to the movies or shopping or anything like that. I need a multi-purpose bag. So normally when I'm shopping, I want a bag that I can use in different parts or activities of what I have going on in my everyday life. So the last thing on the list, guys, is going to be feet. Now, like I said, feet and shape are not normally a one of those things that it'll, determine whether or not I purchase a bag or not. But I do like a bag that has feet on it. I think that elevates the bag. I really think it makes the bag more sexy and attractive when it has feet on it, or some kind of bag charm. Like Coach uses their tags. Dooney and Burke usually has the DB on some of their bags, not all of them, or the tassels. Guess has their little charms on their bags all the time, and I absolutely love that. So when I see things like that, that's not necessarily one of those things where I'm like, oh my God, if this bag doesn't have this, I'm not going to purchase it. But it is something that I do look for every now and again. That way I don't necessarily have to worry about dressing up my bag because it already comes with its own little bag charm. But yeah, it is one of those things that I definitely do look for when I am purchasing a bag. But like I said, that won't be one of the things that'll make or break whether or not I purchase a bag. All right, guys, so that was my list of techniques that I use when I am shopping for a new handbag. So I want to go ahead, and I have my iPad here. I'm going to pull up my YouTube first and read off the comments that I had in my community post there, and also on IG. Okay, so I have my IG up first, so I'm going to go ahead and read what I have on my IG. So I'm going to start off with tumblers and totes. Hey girl, thank you for taking the time out to comment. So she commented, not really. My style is high, low, hashtag bougie on a budget. So whatever catches my eye is what I get. Sis, I feel you on that. Okay. I'm always looking for a good budget. You saw sales was the first thing on there. I'm always looking for a good sale, and I'm always looking for something that's going to stay within my budget, because your girl like purchasing other things too. Like I love shoes, and I like getting clothes, and I love Bath and Body Works. So I ain't trying to spend all my coins just on handbags. So I definitely feel you on that one. Let's also check out. Okay, so Lynetta Key One responded yes, and then I asked her, hey sis, can you share some of your techniques in more detail so I can share them on Wednesday? And then of course she said no problem. So her response was, before I purchase a bag, I make sure that there is no other bag I want at that time. If it is, it always is, sis. Laugh out loud. Then I go with the bag I can style with most of my SLGs, or which bag is in season, and most importantly, which one will not put a huge dent in my handbag budget. So, Lynetta Key One, I get you on this 100%. Because, first of all, putting a dent in the handbag budget, that's a no go for me. I'm always checking for a sale, okay? But I like the fact that she says that she looks for bags that she can style with most of her SLGs. And that's one of the things that I mentioned last year, that I wanted to purchase more SLGs to go with my handbags that I'm purchasing, because I found that I was purchasing a lot of handbags, but I didn't have a lot of SLGs to go with it. So I'm always on the look out for SLGs. So definitely it's important to make sure that if we're purchasing handbags or SLGs, that we're buying coordinating pieces that will be able to go with what we already have in our collection. So I absolutely love that she mentioned that. So thank you so much for that. Next on the list is going to be Miss Robin Cookie. Hey, Miss Robin. So she said, ha, yeah, add to cart and check out, laugh out loud. I usually watch it for a sale, and I always need a discount or a sale. And I agree with you 100%. Add the cart. But like I say, I have my technique before I add the cart. Now I have to go through my list and make sure that the bulk of what is on my list is in that bag, so that I'm not purchasing a bag that I'm not going to end up using. But the point of always needing a discount, and I'm seeing a lot of people saying that, we are not trying to spend all our coins on just handbags, y'all. We want other things. We want accessories. We want shoes and clothes to match our handbags. So yeah, we're not trying to spend all our coins just on the handbag. So definitely always looking for some kind of discount or a sale. And then you changed your hair again. Hey. So she responded back, yes. And I did ask her if she can elaborate on that a little bit more. So hopefully if she watches this video, she'll leave her comment to that down below. But I appreciate you just responding. All right. So I believe that was everybody on IG. If you guys haven't gotten a chance to respond yet, please make sure to go ahead and leave your comments down below for me if you haven't gotten a chance to do so on my IG page. Now I'm gonna go over to my YouTube page, and the last comment is gonna be from Suds What. Hey Suds. So Suds one I actually really liked, and this is what she responded. She says, I'm really trying not to buy bags. So I have a 24-hour waiting period, but I put it in my cart, but have to wait 24 hours before buying. Most of the time, I don't want it anymore. If I do still want it, I ask myself these questions. And she made sure to say that I didn't create them and she forgot where she saw them at. But these are the list of questions. Ask, what is the best thing that could happen if I make this purchase? Second question is, ask, what is the worst thing that could happen if I make this purchase? The third question is, ask, do I already have access to something that substitutes for the item? Question number 4 is, can I get the item cheaper elsewhere? And the last question is, am I buying for social reasons? If I can justify it, I buy it. And then I use any affiliate links or Rakuten. So when I said I absolutely love this, I love this. And this reminds me of my breakdown of my techniques. You do need to ask yourself certain questions when it comes to purchasing your handbags, because like I said, you don't want to find yourself purchasing handbags that you're not going to gravitate to, or just going to sit in the closet and collect dust. That's like the last thing we want to do. So when purchasing handbags, I think we should have some kind of checklist or check off that we do in order to make sure that we're not wasting our coins on bags that we're not going to utilize in our collection. Because I know, like I said, for me last year, I found myself going through my collection and I did get rid of a few bags that after I bought it, I never gravitated to. Some of these bags I had in my collection for like 3-4 years and I haven't worn the bag, and I know I'm not going to wear it, and I know why I'm not going to wear it. So like I said, I came up with this technique because I didn't want to be one of those ones that I'm out here purchasing handbags and not utilizing the handbags that I have in my collection, and I'm just wasting money. Because I don't know about you, but I ain't no millionaire status yet, so your girl ain't trying to waste no coins, okay? All right, guys. So that was Wednesday's question of the day, guys. I had so much fun bringing this to you guys. If you didn't get a chance yet to leave your comments down below, please feel free to do so on this video or on Facebook or IG at Minnie's Handbags. I hope everybody is having an amazing Valentine's Day. Much love to all my YouTube family. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. Please make sure to stay focused and determined on achieving your goals for today. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.